sweetness here. Chapter 5. Certain Winds from the South. This chapter is a protest against the youth traveling from the north to the southern part of the country to seek greener pastures. As Isa is about to do so, Amma Asana opposes the idea of Isa going to south when his wife, Hawa, has just delivered a son for saying it for him. This is because she has been a victim of such a travel. Her husband traveled to the south and got enlisted into the English army to fight during the World Wars. Her husband died in the war when her daughter, Hawa, was barely 3 days old. It is evening and Mma Asana has to collect her kola nut. Kola is her source of income and she has dried it in the sun. While she collects them, thoughts run through her mind. The thought of pregnancy, birth, death, and pain, especially seeing patchy circles that marks where old pigs had been. She has lost her husband 20 years before, and Hawa, her daughter, has given birth to her grandson. She remembers the old days when meat was readily available to prepare food for nursing mothers. There will have been baths, and you got scolded for serving a woman in maternity a duca. As she prepares after the evening prayers, Isa, her son-in-law, calls in to see Hawa and her son, but she and her baby are already asleep. Mma Asana casts lots of insinuations at Isa to suggest his irresponsible behavior of living in another village while his wife and child live in another. In the course of their conversation, certain beliefs of the people are highlighted. Mma Asana's people believe in heredity. For example, Fuseni's circumcised genitals seems to delay in healing, which is a bother to Mma Asana. She indicates, not a single nerve of all that I have cut here got infected. Shall I now cut my grandson's and then sit and see it rot? Earlier, Mma Asana passes a superstitious comment about spirits. You never know what evil eyes are prowling these dark over this grassland. I must pick them up quickly. A similar superstitious belief is held about women who behave badly, like Maimuna. No, we do not hear from her now. She is not dead either. For we hear such women usually go to their homes to die, and she has not come back yet. To come back to the conversation between Isa and Mma Asana, Isa then tells Mma Asana that he is going to south to find some work. Mma Asana is angry to learn from Isa that he is going to south to cut grass. She is forced to ask, "But my son, why must you travel that far to cut grass? Is there not enough of it all around here? All this crowd, your fathers and all the others in the village, why do you not cut these?" Having received the news, Mma Asana thinks that Isa should not tell Hawa. Isa is not sure when he will return home with money to take care of his wife and his son. After Isa has left, Mma Asana wakes Hawa up in the morning and breaks the news to her. Hawa breaks to tears, but she is calmed down by her mother. Mma Asana advises her to behave like a grown-up and that Isa is traveling to work for money for her sake. This situation gives Umma Asana the opportunity to narrate her experience to Hawa. Hawa's father traveled and never came back. He died as a soldier, fighting for the people against Germans. Umma Asana thinks her husband died for no good cause, since he did not go to fight against the Grunches or the Gonjas, but against Germans overseas. Besides, his father was among the richest in the north. Umma Asana felt pain and had to forgo his benefits. She will react to suggestions for her to claim her husband's entitlements. It was him I wanted, not his body turned into gold. Umma Asana adds that it is an economic pressure that has compelled Isa to south, but he cannot afford even goat flesh for his wife in maternity. Umma Asana sees a common destiny in her life and that of Hawa, her daughter. The husbands of both of them have traveled to the south. However, in the case of Umma Asana, her husband embarked on a useless adventure and never returned home, whilst Hawa's husband is going to work for money. The conversation has to end because Umma Asana is going to the market to sell her kola nuts for their upkeep.